Welcome to my 5-minute lecture. This session will provide an overview of Chapter 8. Critical thinking uses skepticism to weed out accurate information from distractors, misreported, or misinterpreted facts. It's not to say that you should not trust what you see, read, and hear. It means that you should not accept the message and its details blindly. Analysis and review should confirm and support it, not dispute it. When building a case, you want to have valid and reliable sources. Primary sources include original data and documents. Secondary sources include materials that are based on or written about primary sources. Tertiary sources are collections of sources. A literature search is conducted to find evidence to support your argument. Guide your research by asking, where can I find that information? What has been written about this already? And which are the most relevant and authoritative sources for this subject? These questions dig even deeper to help you not only select appropriate sources, but also to help you clarify your position and premises. What do you really think and believe about the topic? What do you really know about the topic? Literature reviews help to check others' evidence and improve clarity and precision through the use of reputable sources and recognized authorities. In-text citations show the reader a shorthand reference within the explanation, referencing the source for that information. To read the full text or verify the source, a full reference or work cited is included at the end. Just because something claims to have drawn upon a source does not ensure it actually has or is representing the perspective or facts of the source with accuracy. Research assignments require in-text citations and references to demonstrate the breadth of research and application of findings. This methodical process filters out useless, illegitimate, and irrelevant information. Breadth is gained through researching multiple sources and perspectives to consider and represent all points of view in the line of reasoning, either as a support or in the counter-argument. Evidence needs to be authentic, valid, and reliable. Think of authenticity as being unquestionable. It's genuine, exactly as it claims. Validity refers to how accurately a method measures what it is intended to measure. Is it actually measuring what it claims? Reliability is about the consistency of a measure. Will the same results occur over multiple trials? A measurement can be reliable without being valid. However, if a measurement is valid, it's also usually reliable. For example, if your scale is off by 5 pounds, it reads your weight every day with an excess of 5 pounds. The scale is reliable because it consistently reports the same weight every day, but it's not valid because it adds 5 pounds to your true weight. It's not a valid measure of your weight. The use of irrelevant details is sometimes unintentional and sometimes used to distract. Relevant evidence assists with clarity, depth, and understanding while supporting the premises and conclusion. To test, ask yourself if the conclusion would be different if that evidence or reason was different or not available. Because most research cannot be conducted with very large numbers, samples are used. A representative sample considers the potential variety of relevant groups and circumstances. The larger the sample size, the greater the degree of probability. The smaller the sample size, the more likely it is that the outcome could have occurred by chance. Samples help us generalize information to the larger population by helping us see patterns. Overgeneralizations occur with inadequate samples or when jaded by assumptions and false conclusions. When evaluating evidence, consider whether the author has taken steps to identify potential unintended variables. Pause and review the examples. Check for implicit or hidden assumptions by looking for missing links in reasoning and gaps in the argument. Look for situational variables such as the weather, time of day, the presence of others, or even the clarity of instruction specific to a certain situation or context that may influence the outcome. Consider participant variables such as age or experience that may affect results. If the investigator consciously or unconsciously conveys how participants should respond or behave, no matter how subtle the cue, it can create experimental bias because people are influenced by authority. Consider how this occurs with wording. The first question is worded to get an obvious yes vote. However, the second asks the same question with explicit reasoning included, transparently asking the question with its implication to get a more varied response. Your argument should represent your position, but should not rely on your personal point of view, which may not be based on proof or substantial evidence. Opinion can also be held by groups, such as public opinion. Pause and review. Personal testimonies can be invaluable, but also inaccurate. Witnesses want to be helpful, so they say what they think the interviewer wants to hear. They might be protecting someone or not like the interviewer. They may not remember anything, but like the attention. They may have a stake in the outcome, are being intimidated, or promise to keep a secret, so they conceal the truth. They also may have simply misinterpreted what they saw. They may even fill in the gaps with their own details unknowingly because it helps to make sense or connections. Corroboration is evidence which confirms or supports a statement, theory, or finding. Think of a trial and the attorney arguments. They rely on multiple sources of evidence to make their case. These details should corroborate each other. Like corroboration, triangulation means checking and comparing different sets of evidence against each other to see whether they support and complement each other, or whether they contradict each other. One way to think of it is comparing apples to apples. Good sources and strong evidence make compelling, accurate arguments. Incorporate these into your writing. Make sure to review this week's lecture for resources that dive deeper into these topics. Thanks for watching.